Aries, it's your girl, the Humble Soul, and I'm here, aka Monica, and I'm here to do your new moon reading. It's going to be October 8th or the 9th, depending on where you live. It's going to be in the sign of Libra, and Libra is all about balance and beauty and things like that. This is for people, this is about your relationships, I should say. If you're single, it could be your situationships, it could be friendships, it could be family, partnerships, whatever the case, it's a ship. But it's about bringing balance. How you how are you maybe creating the imbalance in those ships, and helping you to kind of shed a light so you can possibly bring balance back to those ships. So, with me saying all that, I have divided this into divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with the divine masculine, then we're going to get to the divine feminine. So divine masculine of Aries, you need to get rid of support. You may not be offering the support that is needed in those particular ships. Or you may be offering too much support everywhere else, but not to yourself. You're not supportive of you. Take it as it resonates. How or where is this imbalance affecting, or where is it located? It is located in your cycles. It's like cycles is doing the same thing over and over. You're living in your karma, so you may be used to supporting others' dreams, others' hopes, others' desires, and not your own. And you've done this before. We've been, you've been through this over and over and over and over, and it's time to learn that lesson. Get rid of that. It's okay to be supportive, but my saying goes, I support those who support me. If it's you who's lacking the support to others, you've done it before. You've been very, all about self. Now it's time to get out of that and, try to support others, because what happens when you support others, they support you, and that's, it's a beautiful thing. Take it as it resonates, whichever one you are. How is it hindering your growth? Insecurity. Yeah, insecurity. Insecurity is saying the greatest adversity is the one living within me. So I think this is more hitting towards you. So you're very supportive to others, but when it comes to yourself, you don't support yourself. You don't support your own hopes, your own dreams. You're the dream burglar. I talked about this in one of my videos before I started doing tarot cards. Basically, you go and somebody has an ideal, you will work your butt off for them, but when it comes to you, you kind of lack that motivation or that drive or that support for yourself. You're kind of looking for validation from somebody else, and you got to realize wherever you're looking for validation, it isn't valid. You got to start supporting you, and other people will follow. How can you possibly start bringing balance back into this section? Is focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. Yes, look for the good things in other people in your life, or in people in your life. If you're the one who's very independent and it's all about you and you're not supporting others, look for the good in the things and just support the good. Look for the love of it. If it's you that's always supportive and you're not supporting yourself, then it's time for you to go within and start finding the good in what you're doing. Fall back in love with your dream, and go for it. What would you gain by being a little bit more supportive of self or others? You get door of romance. Yes, you get to walk through the door of romance, a new beginning in love. Even if you're like, no, I'm tired of relationships. I want to be Miss Independent or Mr. Independent, whoever, and I'm good with being single. Then it brings you to the door of loving yourself more, valuing yourself more, loving your dreams, loving your dreams to a point where you have the motivation. You're validating yourself to go for them because the world needs them. Okay. And your advice or message is from the Rebel deck for couples. So, irritated, eat, cuddle, sleep, repeat. It's time for you to take some time out. It's time for you to relax, slow down a little, acknowledge where you're not balanced at, and find that balance. Eat. If you haven't been eating because you've been just working on your project, eat something. If you haven't been sleeping because it's been racking your brain and it's like, I got this good idea, but how can I get it to the world? I don't know. Nobody seems to support me. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I started this tarot channel 2 months ago. My views were pretty, they wasn't like over the top, but they were satisfactory. They was pretty good. And here recently, because of, I guess, my straightforwardness, and I don't fluff the cards, and I'm not going to sit here and give you just fluffy ass messages. Some people, my views have dropped. Some people have become uninterested. But as you can see, I'm still sitting here. I'm still trying. I'm still doing it because this is what I was led to do. Period. So it's time for you to get some rest. Because like even with me, I used to stay up all night. I don't know if I want to do it. Should I do it? Looking at the numbers, like it seems like it's not worth it, blah, blah, blah. And then I had to get out of that. I had to fall back in love with my whole reasoning for doing this. I had to fall back in love with myself, my creative part, my intuitive part, my spiritual part, and say, this is what I was called to do. How can I ignore it? Whether somebody sees it or not, this is what I was called to do. Okay, Aries, so we're going to get to your Divine Feminine. Just a little motivational speech, I guess. But Divine Feminine, what habits, feelings, or influences do you need to get rid of? Faith. You got faith. You lack faith in your future. You're not trusting your future. How or where is this unbalance? And your conclusion. You have come to the end of the road, ready for a new. You're ready for a new start, but you're not taking the risk. So you're ready for it. You feel it, but you're just not moving. You're unsure. You don't trust it. How is it hindering your growth? You got grief. Grief says, grief is love without a place to go. You have a passion, you have love somewhere, if it's a relationship, whatever, and you're afraid. You're afraid to move forward. You're afraid to do whatever you want to do when it comes to this. How can you bring this balance back, or how can you begin to start bringing this balance back? It says, turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. Fall back in love with your passions, your dreams, your hopes, or your partner, if it's as far as that. But find yourself in a situation, not in a situation, but fall back in love with whatever it is that you're afraid to go forward in. Have the faith. When you fall back in love with it, just how you fell in love with it the first time and you had the faith that this was going to work and this was going to do this or whatever, when you fall back in love with this, it's the same effect. You'll fall back in love and you start to have the faith and the confidence to move forward. You'll have this faith and the confidence that this will work. Okay. What would you gain by getting this balance back? You would gain journey. This all is lined up pretty well. A new beginning in love. If it's not, and love, when I say a new beginning in love, people are like, oh, so who is it? Who's coming to come? It doesn't always got to be a person. It could be a new beginning in the love of your passions and your dreams. If you decide that you just want to be single and you're not ready for a relationship, it could be a new beginning in that family bond, or a new beginning in love where you get a job that you absolutely love. Take it as it resonates. Okay, so your advice and messages, rubber deck. So it's kind of harsh, but it's rubber deck for couples. You are giving too many fucks. Give 0. You're worrying too much about other people. You're worrying too much about this the situation where it's keeping you stuck. And if you want that movement, that relocation, travel, shift, and location, work, whatever, you got to get to a point where, I'm sorry, I'm trying to set my cards to the side. But you got to get to a point, basically, where you recognize that you came to the end of the road, whatever the situation is for you. And you're ready, and I know you're ready to start new, because it says you're ready to start new. But starting anew means taking a risk. Okay, Aries? I hope this helps you guys. Happy manifestations if you are doing a new moon cycle. If you're not, I hope it helped you guys. Just give some insight about the balance in your life, because the new moon is calling for balance in Libra. So until next time, peace and many blessings, and see you later.